King Charles' health takes turn for the worse as cancer battle persists. The sun rose softly over Buckingham Palace, casting long golden rays across the manicured lawns, but inside the grand estate, a hushed concern loomed over every room. Palace staff moved with unusual quiet, their footfalls muffled as whispers of the king's worsening health rippled through the corridors. It had been nearly a year since King Charles III's private battle with an undisclosed form of cancer had first been rumored. Despite public appearances where he maintained a dignified presence and unwavering smile, the strain was beginning to show. As monarch, Charles was determined to fulfill his royal duties with grace. But in private, the weight of his health crisis could no longer be concealed. This week, however, troubling news emerged from the inner circle of trusted advisors. According to a source close to the family, the king's health had taken a significant turn for the worse, sparking quiet conversations about the future of the monarchy. At Clarence House, the king sat in his favorite chair, its leather worn and creased from years of use, looking over a spread of official documents. His hands, once so strong, now showed the signs of age and illness, knuckles gnarled and fingers thinner than he remembered. His eyes, however, still held that fierce determination, the one trait his mother, the late Queen Elizabeth II, had praised time and again. Dr. Andrew Sinclair, the king's personal physician, had just finished a private consultation with him. He stepped into the hallway where Charles' eldest son, Prince William, the Prince of Wales, awaited anxiously. "Any change?" William asked, his voice controlled but thick with concern. The responsibilities of heir and son were colliding, and it showed in the lines beginning to crease his forehead. Dr. Sinclair hesitated before replying, his eyes meeting William's in a moment of unspoken understanding. "The treatments are becoming less effective," he said carefully. "His energy is depleting faster, and there are more complications. I'll spare you the medical details for now, but it is more serious." William swallowed hard, absorbing the gravity of what this could mean, not just for the family, but for the nation. The doctor glanced around, ensuring their conversation remained private. "Is asking for more time, more moments without interventions. He wants to preserve what strength he has left for appearances, but we must be cautious. His immune system is severely compromised, and the next few weeks are crucial." William took a deep breath, knowing that every move he made now would have to balance his father's wishes with the immense burden of royal duty. It was a skill he had been learning his entire life. But this challenge, was unlike any before. Back in the king's chambers, Queen Camilla sat nearby, the fatigue of worry visible on her face. She had been Charles' steadfast partner, and while their love story had once been the subject of so much controversy, the world now saw them as a devoted pair. She reached for Charles' hand, entwining her fingers with his. "It's just a small decline," she said, attempting to sound hopeful, her voice trembling ever so slightly. "You've had bad spells before." Charles turned his head to her, his expression a mixture of warmth and resignation. "We can't pretend forever, Camilla," he murmured. "The country needs stability, and I have to make sure everything is in order." Tears welled in Camilla's eyes, but she quickly blinked them away, refusing to show weakness. She knew the strength that Charles drew from her steadiness, especially during moments like these. Elsewhere, Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis had been kept blissfully unaware of the severity of their grandfather's illness. The children were in the gardens, playing a game of hide-and-seek under the watchful eye of their nanny. Their laughter rang through the palace grounds, a poignant reminder of life's enduring joys even amid sorrow. Prince William observed them from a distance, a bittersweet smile flickering on his face. Meanwhile, discussions were underway about how to manage the public's perception and ensure the continuity of the monarchy. Advisors, including Prime Minister Alexander Barton, met behind closed doors to weigh options in the event that Charles' condition became too dire to remain unannounced. "Our priority must be to respect His Majesty's wishes," said Sir Edward Hargrave, one of the senior courtiers. "But we also need a clear transition plan should the unthinkable happen." As evening descended over London, Buckingham Palace remained a fortress of strength and tradition, yet one where the shadow of uncertainty grew. Charles found a moment alone to reflect, the weight of his legacy and his hope for his children pressing upon him. His health, once a private matter, was now a silent thread tying his loved ones together in preparation for what was to come. The night sky was darkening, and with each fading star, a chapter of his reign prepared to close. But the king, in his heart, was determined to shine just a bit longer for the country he so dearly loved.